All right. See the paper this morning?
No time.
Been a terrible murder.
Huh?
Terrible.
Anyone we know?
Some tart down Camden Town way.
One of them.
So it says. The unfortunate woman, Emily Dimmock, known as Phyllis.
Is there too much colour in this?
Hmm?
Nah.
Throat cut, ear to ear. Head was damn near off.
Those women. They never know who they're taking home, women like that.
Who the devil's Alice?
Same writing. No doubt about that.
Who is she, though, Inspector, this Alice?
Oh, Alice doesn't exist, Sergeant Gross. I think Alice is a cover. These have been written by a man. Man's handwriting, that.
How can you tell?
Man that can draw. Phyllis, darling, if it pleases you, meet me at 8:15 p.m. at the... Do you know the Rising Sun, Camden Town?
Yes, sir. It's not a place I'd take my grandmother.
Yours to a cinder.
Will you? Station. Wednesday. Bar of Town, 8:15.
Asking her to meet him again? Our lad's known her for some time, I'd say.
Come on, Ruby, hurry up.
What's that?
Ruby.
You? Don't you go rubying me. Don't see you for months.
Different teacher, that's all. You were never here his evenings.
Oh, she was, though, wasn't she? Different teacher.
It's true, Ruby, it is.
I don't believe you.
I've been busy. My work, my painting. But I've missed you so much.
More than I can say.
I don't believe that, I don't.
There's other boys than you know.
Yes, I do know. Thinking that drives me mad.
Does it now?
I've got you a little present.
What might that be?
It was my mother's.
I want nothing from you.
I want something from you, though.
I wonder what that might be.
Just a little thing.
Oh, yes.
I want you to say we still saw each other every Monday and Wednesday.
Why?
Every Monday and Wednesday, never missing.
You take the biscuit, you do. Don't see you for months.
Will you, though, please?
Why?
Ruby, please. Please.
I love you.
You keep still.
Left me my present, have you?
Time was we didn't think about things like that.
Oh, but time was you went off with someone else.
Come on, Ruby.
Sleep. Half a crown. That doesn't make me a bad girl, does it? I mean, well, if I was... Well, you know what I mean. I'd want more than that, wouldn't I? Wouldn't I?
Will you please keep still?
You can have your half crown back. I love you, Robert Wood. Kiss me a comfort.
Amen.
Home late again last night, Robert?
We've a lot of orders on at the moment, Father.
I can't get to sleep until I know you're all in.
Sorry, Father. Pass the cream, would you?
Only hope they pay you well. The hours you put in.
Oh, yes.
Must be worth a fortune, all the hours you put in.
Now here's people who should not be paid. The police.
What have they done now, Father?
Nothing. That's what they've done. Nothing. Should be ashamed of themselves.
Oh, that Camden Town Murder.
A lost woman. But murder, I suppose, is worse. You'll die.
What's wrong with her?
Suggested his breakfast. No, any of this kind of mischief.
God, it's filthy. Changed it? Never. You guessed it, I think.
Take away religion. Take away the family, and you end up getting throats cut in Camden Town.
Then I do hope you'll go for change it again. It shows us I'm not going to business dressed like that. You're worse than him.
Sorry, business. He's worse than who?
This murderer, Johnny.
How? How is Robert worse?
He isn't, Father. I was just pulling his leg.
In the midst of life we are in death. Whom may we seek for succor but of thee, O Lord, who for our sins art justly despised. Forasmuch as it hath pleased Almighty God, his great mercy to take
3 tarts, a couple of pimps, and a whoremonger. God, what a send-off.
we therefore commit her body to be ground
Who's that?
to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, sure and certain hope of the resurrection to eternal life.
I was wondering when you'd turn up. Me? I would never shop a friend. But I saw you with her.
You didn't.
I did. On the Wednesday.
It wasn't her in my life. It wasn't. Not
Looked
that
damn
way.
like her to me.
You're mistaken.
Bob, I've kept my trap shut. And I still will. Till someone starts asking questions.
They won't.
It's gonna happen. And I'll just have to cough it all up. There's no choice.
Excuse me.
Can I help you?
It's your writing on that postcard. And your drawing.
Who have you told?
No one. She wasn't much older than me, was she? Not much different, I don't suppose.
I've never done any harm to anyone. Not in my life. Honestly, Ruby, I couldn't bear to.
No, I know. But you knew her, didn't you?
Yes, I knew her. And I saw her on the Friday, the week before she was... We were in the pub, the Rising Sun, and someone came round selling postcards. She asked me to buy one for her collection. I said no. I'd been in Belgium, I told you about that, didn't I? I picked up some really nice cards, artistic. Like a fool, I'd take one out of my pocket and I'd give it to her. Ruby! She asked me to write something on it and do a little drawing. But then she says her governor would cut up rough if I put my own name on it, so for a bit of a joke, really, I signed it Alice. She wants me to post it to her. I don't know why. I bumped into her again on the Saturday and she asked me again about blasted card, so I posted it Sunday night. And that's how it happened.
Did you see her again?
On the Monday, same pub. Rising sun. She was with a man. I don't know who he was. And then she comes up to me and she says, thank you for her card. She was going, but she turns back now out the blue. No reason. She says she hates this man. I don't know why she said that.
You never could leave women like that alone, could you? Could you?
Mr. Roberts, I believe you've got something to tell us.
Will you always love me?
I will, Ruby. Always.
Will you, Robert? I will say you were with me that evening. I'll swear it before the whole wide world.
Father, I didn't do it.
Hand on the book, boy.
As God is my witness, I did not kill Phyllis Dimmock. Ruby? I was frightened I'd be late. What's the matter? Ruby? What's wrong?
Robert, I do love you. Never forget that, whatever happens.
Robert Wood?
Yes?
I'm a police officer. I've reason to believe that you sent certain written communications to the late Miss Phyllis Dimmock.
I want to do this.
I must ask you to accompany me for questioning.
All right. Ruby? Ruby? If England wants me, she must have me. Ruby! Be true!
Or, whatever you're doing, leave it. And I want nothing on my desk, nothing at all for the next 3 weeks.
No, you can't, sir. You're a manslaughter on Tuesday in Lewis.
Someone else, not him either. I need you on this.
And you're receiving stolen goods at the Bailey the week after.
Concentrate strictly on this.
What is that, brief?
Mr. Wellesley Hall to appear for the defence in the case of Crown and Robert Wood. Good Lord,
And I'm delighted to accept your invitation to lead in this case.
This is very bad form, sir. I've not had a sight of that brief. Who's the instructing solicitor?
Palmer.
He's a busy man. Can't hang around waiting for you, Bowker. Come on.
I'd have to go around and see him about the fee now. Briefs in these chambers should always come through me.
I did not kill Miss Dimmock, Mr. Hall. I shall trust in the good sense of the jury and your own extraordinary skills. And I have my alibi.
My dear young man, I think you must know by now that your alibi is worthless.
In the end, Miss Ruby Young will stand by me, whatever she may say now. She loves me.
Please, answer me directly, just once. Where were you on that night?
The light is so bad in here.
Please put the pencil down.
I'm allowed no other recreation.
Do you not understand that you face trial for your life?
Please don't move. I've almost got it.
Quite good.
One thing is clear. I cannot call the man.
You'll hang if you don't.
I'd have to be 200% sure of any man before I put him in the witness box. He'd have to be cast iron.
I think we may have the beginnings of a line here.
Oh.
Percival Roberts. Now, he's the witness who claims to the police that he saw Phyllis Dimmock in the company of a man on the night of her murder. It was also Percival Roberts who picked Wood out at the identification parade.
Go on.
Well, he may be the key to our whole defence.
Roberts? He's the prosecution's strongest witness.
That's it, you see.
No, I don't see him.
Think. Now, we know that Roberts slept with Dimmock on the 3 nights prior to her murder. That is common knowledge. We also know that until he volunteered that information to the police, he was their prime suspect. He has to hang the murder on somebody else.
Onto Wood? How would he contrive to do that?
Well, we also have the sworn testimony of a woman known as May Campbell, a friend of Dimmock's, who says that she saw Dimmock with Wood on several occasions. Now, let us suppose that Roberts happened to meet May Campbell after the crime.
At the funeral, for example.
Gentlemen of the jury, the facts in the case are soon stated, and they are these. The deceased, one of the lowest class of the unfortunates, had been murdered in her sleep in her rooms at St. Paul's Road, Camden Town. Her throat was cut to the extent that the head was attached only by the muscles of the neck. She was quite unclothed. The body was discovered by Bertram Shaw, a dining car attendant employed on the Midland Railway with whom she lived and who was, beyond question, in Sheffield on the night of the crime. With regard to Robert Wood, the accused, for 3 years, prior to the September of this year, he was on close terms with 2 women. One of these was the deceased, the other was Ruby Young, an artist's model. Miss Young will tell you that in the days between the murder and his arrest, Wood was preparing an alibi, which was false, against the day, if and when it came, that he would be accused of her murder. Evidence will be brought before you in the form of a picture postcard, which Wood admits having written and sent to deceased, arranging to meet her in the Rising Sun public house. Evidence will be given to you by one Robert Percival Roberts, a ship's cook, who will admit having slept at the house of the deceased on the 3 nights immediately preceding her murder. Roberts will also swear to you that on the morning of the last, she received a further letter of assignation for that very night, which he saw. That letter the girl threw into the fire, but it was not wholly burned. Its fragments will be shown to you, and you will see that it is in the same hand as the postcard, the accused's hand. A further witness will be called who will show that a man answering to Wood's description was seen leaving the house of the murder in the early hours of that fateful morning. In the light of all the evidence which will be brought before you, gentlemen, I have not a shred of doubt that you will fulfill your awesome duty and find prisoner at the bar guilty of this most dastardly, vicious, and cowardly murder. Now, Mr. McCowan, what is your profession?
I am by trade a carman, sir.
And on the early morning of September the 12th, what were you doing?
Coming home from work, sir. It was a drizzly morning.
Did your route take you along St. Paul's Road, Camden Town?
It did, sir.
And did you see anyone in that street?
Yes, sir. I saw a man coming out of number 29.
Could you see him clearly?
Yes, he walked right under a street lamp.
About what time was this?
It was just after 5 o'clock. Yes, sir, just after 5.
Was there anything strange about this man?
There was. He had a peculiar walk.
A peculiar walk. And did you later identify the man you saw coming out of number 29 St. Paul's Road as the prisoner Robert Wood?
I did, sir.
And you have no doubts now that they are one and the same person?
No doubts at all, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Marshall Hall.
Thank you, my lord. Mr. McCowan, you seem so sure of these things. Place, time, very impressive. A drizzly morning would stay in the mind, I suppose.
That's how I come to remember it.
And the time? How do you remember that so clearly?
I heard a clock strike 5 just before I saw him. I heard it clear as a bell.
I see. Clock striking 5, clear as a bell on a drizzly morning.
That's right.
And you have testified that you saw my client as he passed under the light of a street lamp.
Yes, the light was full on him.
Remarkable. Even more remarkable when, according to the time chart of the electric company, the lights were switched off at 4:37. 4:37. A full 23 minutes before you claim to have seen him. Can you account for this discrepancy?
Maybe I set out earlier than I thought.
The clock, Mr. McCowan, the clock striking 5, clear as a bell.
I can't remember everything.
Very well, then let us review the rest of your story. You claim that the man you saw had a peculiar walk.
Yes, I did.
What sort of a peculiar walk might that have been?
One shoulder coming forward, like this. Sort of limping, funny way of walking.
Wood, please walk across the dock. Thank you. Sit down, Wood. I see no such peculiarity, do you?
Well, he wouldn't now, would he?
He wouldn't now and he wouldn't then, because he never has walked in such a fashion. Now, McCowan, I put this to you, that you were wrong about the weather, because far from being drizzly, the morning of the 12th was one of the hottest and driest of the year. You were wrong about the lighting, because the lights were out. You were wrong as to the gait of the man you claim to have seen, and you're completely wrong about his size. Apart from these few trifling errors, your witness has been a model of truth and accuracy. No more questions of this witness, my lord.
Mr. Roberts, the last night you spent with Phyllis Dimmock was Tuesday night. On the Wednesday morning before you left, did you see her with a letter?
Yes, sir. She read it to me.
And what did this letter say?
Dear Phyllis, will you meet me at the Eagle, Camden Town, 8:30 tonight, Wednesday? And there was something more, which I forget word for word, but it was very fond, and it was signed, Bert.
You're sure of that?
Quite sure, sir.
And tell me, did you at any time see the prisoner in the company of Phyllis Dimmock?
Oh, yes, sir. I saw him and her at the Eagle on the Wednesday night.
The night of her murder?
Yes, sir.
I have no further questions of this witness, my lord.
Mr. Marshall Hall.
Do you know a woman called May Campbell?
Yes. Yes, I do, by sight.
Have you ever spoken to her?
Yes.
Look up, man! Look up and speak up. You're in a court of justice. When did you first speak to her?
I think it was on the day of the funeral.
Dimmock's funeral?
Yes.
Did you talk about the murder?
Well, it was common talk, wasn't it?
Was it? And in this common talk over the grave, did May Campbell give you the description of a man she said was known to be a close friend of Dimmock's?
Yes.
And did that description tally with your later description of Wood?
It was like... Well,
did it?
Yes.
Yes. And as a result of this charnel chatter, you could easily have picked out Wood at the identification parade.
I knew him.
You knew what you had been told of him. Now, as to this letter which you allege was written by my client to Dimmock.
It was.
Was it? Now, would you repeat once more what you claim to recollect of that letter?
I've said it till I'm sick of saying it.
You must do what Mr. Marshall Hall requests, Roberts.
Dear Phyllis.
I tell you once more, look up, man!
Will you meet me at the Eagle, Camden Town, 8:30 tonight, Wednesday? Bert.
Camden Town?
What he said.
How absurd, how truly farcically absurd. It is as if, my lord, I had arranged to meet you at your club and felt enjoined to remind you that it was in Pall Mall. It was her haunt for years. Why tell her where it was?
I don't know. I didn't write it.
And, Mr. Roberts, would you not agree with me that this letter would have to have been posted on Tuesday at the latest to have the faintest chance of being delivered by the first post on Wednesday?
I suppose so.
Is it then feasible that this mysterious writer would use the word tonight? Would he not say tomorrow, Wednesday?
How should I know? I'm not a bloody mind reader.
Do not dare laugh! A man's life is in jeopardy. Did you know that Dimmock was living with the man Bertram Shaw and posing as his wife?
She told me.
How could she not, when night after night you usurped his bed and had to crawl away in the dawn to avoid him? How could she not? And now, Roberts, I put this to you. I put it to you that when this crime was discovered, you realized only too well that you would be the most obvious, the most glaring suspect. You and you alone had had carnal relations with Dimmock on the nights before her death. In your extremity of fear, you cast around for someone to take that weight of suspicion from you, and the most obvious candidate was the so-called husband, Bertram Shaw. It was at that point that you invented the letter, and you invented the name of the signatory, Bert.
No.
But
no.
Bertram Shaw had an alibi. Cast iron, proof against all your lies. Another victim had to be found. The woman, May Campbell, gave you a face, gave you a name, and you seized them.
It's not true.
I put it to you that this fragment was never part of a letter which passed through the post. I put it to you that this letter is an invention born out of panic, and that your tale of having seen my client with Dimmock on the night of the murder is a monstrous, a fiendish tissue of lies.
I saw him.
I have no more questions of this witness, my lord.
Sir Charles.
Are you accusing Roberts of this murder?
No, I most certainly do not accuse Roberts of the murder.
Governor.
Would you like a glass of water, Miss Young?
Silence! We are all aware of how very distressing this must be for you. Could you bear to continue, or would you wish me to beg his lordship for a brief adjournment?
I'm all right. Thank you.
We all admire your courage. Now, Miss Young, could you tell us, in your own words, something about the prisoner? Could you tell us if he had any peculiarity in the way in which he walked?
He always stuck his shoulder forward. I used to put his leg about it.
A walk that was quite distinctive. Unique to him, would you say?
Yes,
And immediately recognizable?
always.
Thank you, Miss Young. Now, I know how painful this is for you to even think about. Why did you concoct a false alibi for Wood?
He never gave me any peace. He begged me to.
Is that why you communicated with the police?
No, I never did. Well, I was so upset about it all, and then I told a friend, and it was him who told the police, and then they came asking me questions. I never wanted to do Robert any harm, and I don't. I don't.
Thank you.
I must remind the public to remain silent during the proceedings of the court. Mr. Marshall Hall.
I know what you have suffered, Miss Young. I know that you have been hissed in the streets, that you have endured frightful and abusive letters in your post, that you are too terrified even to cross your own threshold. All of this I deplore, as does my client, the man you betrayed with that Judas kiss.
Mr. Hall.
I mean you no harm, Miss Young, none. But Judas, too, loved his master and knew bitter, bitter sorrow when the deed was done.
Mr. Hall, without any prejudice, I do most earnestly beg you to consider the emotional distress of this witness.
My heart is not of stone, my lord. Dry your eyes, Monsieur. You made a statement to the police in December that my client had a peculiar walk, yes?
Yes.
And this statement came some 2 months after his arrest, yes?
Yes.
And you volunteered this information after reading that the man McCowan had made a similar observation?
Yes.
Let us turn our minds, if we may, to the false alibi. It was agreed, was it not, that you were together until 11 o'clock, at which time you parted outside Brompton Oratory?
Yes.
And as to the precise time of 11 o'clock, whose idea was that?
Robert's.
You wanted an alibi until 11 o'clock. But Phyllis Dimmock, according to expert medical evidence which this court has heard, was alive at that time. A savage, barbarous death came to her much later, between the hours of 4 o'clock and 6 o'clock in the morning. So would you not agree that this false alibi was of value to a foolish young man who wanted to shield himself from the stain of an immoral association, but quite useless to a clever man wanting to clear himself of murder?
I never thought about it.
You will have many years to think of it now. Thank you, Miss Young. I have no more questions of this.
Sir Charles?
No further questions, my lord.
You may step down, Miss Young.
Mr. Wood, is there any night in your memory when your son returned home after midnight?
No, sir. There is not.
And on the night in question, what time did he return home then?
Before midnight. Well before.
How can you be so sure of that?
Because I remember well my son coming into my room about midnight. He came to fetch a clock of his which I had borrowed.
Does anything else fix this in your mind?
Yes. Robert said, "Dad, this room doesn't half stink of liniment." I'd bought some the day before. I had a skin rash. And I'd spilt some on the sheets that Wednesday. That's how I can remember the date so clearly.
Mr. Wood, you know your son better than any man on earth. Now, on your oath, do you know anything about him, his character, his behavior, that would lead you to fear he might be capable of committing this terrible crime?
No, sir. He was ever the most gentle, loving child and man.
This is all very well, Mr. Wood. But did you have any idea of the immoral life he was leading?
Immoral, my lord?
It is admitted that this woman was receiving men. Had you any idea that your son was intimate with such a woman?
I do not understand your lordship's question.
Are you addressing me or the jury? If you're speaking to me, I wish you wouldn't look at them.
I was addressing your lordship. I said I did not understand the question.
Well, then I must repeat it. Had you any idea that your son was intimate with Dimmock?
There is not one particle of evidence.
I am addressing a witness. Counsel must not interrupt when I'm putting questions in the interest of justice.
With great deference, and in the interests of justice, I wish to point out that there is not one particle of evidence that the accused man stayed with Phyllis Dimmock or had improper relations with her.
Proceed with your questions.
Thank you, my lord. I have no further questions.
Charles.
Mr. Wood, do you love your son?
Dearly.
You would then do anything for him?
Yes.
Give your very life for him?
If need be.
Quite so. Indeed, what father would not, if his son were in danger of death, do all in his power to save him?
I cannot know that.
What you can know is that your son stands in the shadow of the gallows here today. What you can know is that it might take just a word from you to lift that shadow. A false word towards a good end. Would that not be worth saying?
I cannot know this.
Cannot? or dare not, sir, I put it to you, Mr. Wood, that seeing your beloved son's mortal danger, you have remembered that which was forgotten and invented that which was untrue.
I lied. Upon oath.
You have said it.
Mr. Marshal Hall, have you any further witnesses to call?
May I have a moment, my lord?
You must call him.
Lord, I wish to call my client, Mr. Robert Wood.
Robert Wood.
Robert Wood, did you kill Phyllis Dimmock? I put it to you again. Did you kill Phyllis Dimmock? You must answer the question.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
Wood, questions will be put by me, by my learned friend, and you must answer them directly. Now, did you kill Phyllis Dimmock?
No.
Thank you. How would you characterize your association with Dimmock?
Casual and harmless.
I see. Now, a witness has sworn that you were seen together in the public house known as the Eagle on the night of her death. Is that true?
No. The witness said he noticed her because her hair was in colours. I'd never go out with a woman looking like that.
But you did frequent such public houses, did you not?
They were not respectable places, Mr. Marshal Hall.
Did you frequent them?
Never alone, never. Only in the company of a friend. A man has his reputation to consider.
His reputation?
Oh, yes. And a place such as the Eagle, well, the place hardly has a good name.
Now let us turn to the charred paper found in the grate. Did you write the words on that paper?
I may have done.
Did you write them?
I've told you.
You have not. Did you write them?
Yes.
Thank you. Where did you write them?
In my address book.
In your address book. Was it a letter?
No, it was some scribbling. I did it for fun.
How did it come into her possession?
She tore it out. Sort of a joke.
So there was no question of it being a written assignation with Dimmock?
No, I could have asked her any time, couldn't I? And I must say, Mr. Marshal Hall, I take serious objection to the way in which everyone here refers to that lady as Dimmock. I always called her Miss Dimmock, or Phyllis. The dead deserve some respect.
We shall all try to remember.
Thank you.
I have no further questions, my lord.
Disaster, absolute disaster.
I knew it.
One moment, Wood. You're not finished yet. Sir Charles?
Now, Wood, let us examine the postcard and the letter. Does not the postcard contain an invitation for an appointment which you kept?
Yes.
You did keep that appointment?
Certainly.
My lord, with your permission, could officers of the court display a board which I have prepared?
Very well.
Thank you. You'll see that clearly, Wood.
Quite clearly, thank you, Sir Charles.
And you will see that I have written such phrases as survived the burning in red.
Yes, I see that.
And you will also see that I have reconstructed that letter of yours. It now reads, "Will you meet me at the bar of the Eagle near Camden Town Station on Wednesday, 8:15? Goodbye, fondest love from..."
That's very clever.
And it's also very true, isn't it? Answer me, man. Is that not an assignation for the night of this woman's murder? An assignation which you kept?
No, it is not, Sir Charles. You have written that round it.
The jury are the judges of that, Wood.
Thank you, my lord. If, as you described to my learned friend, that your association with Miss Dimmock was casual and harmless, why did you address her as Phyllis Darling on the postcard?
It was to please, I suppose.
To please?
I can't think of any other reason.
Invention has run dry, has it, Wood? At what time did you arrive at Dimmock's house on the night of the 11th?
I did not.
Come, man, the time!
I was not in that house, not at any time.
Oh, but you were, Wood, were you not?
Not all the skills of my learned friend can so dust our eyes that we cannot know that you were the last person seen with Dimmock, and that you were later seen leaving her house after she had met her death. Is this not, at last, the truth?
No, it is not.
Did you have sexual intercourse with Phyllis Dimmock in that house?
It is only to you, Sir Charles, that I should answer that question. I should be indignant with the average man. No, it is not the truth. I was never in that house.
Ah.
Gentlemen of the jury, I must beg your indulgence for my earnestness in this case. If I appear to have exceeded the proper limits of advocacy, then forgive me. But a man's life is at stake here. Now, I do not condone the errors of that life. He has spoken untruths in the past. It was wrong, it was unfortunate. But there is a simple and rational explanation. When Robert Wood learnt of the death of Phyllis Dimmock, he foresaw the ruin of his reputation and the injury to his father's health if it became known that he had been an habitué of hers. He did what a great many foolish people have done in the past. He thought that a lie would serve him better than the truth. In that he asked his sweetheart, Ruby Young, to help him. Not to provide him with a cloak of innocence, but to prevent his being publicly inculpated with a harlot. That is not surmise. That is demonstrably true. The Ruby Young alibi does not cover the period of the crime. Phyllis Dimmock was killed between the hours of 4 o'clock and 6 o'clock in the morning. The expert medical evidence attests to this. What use then to Wood is an alibi that only protects him until 11 o'clock at night? No use at all. It was folly, born out of ignorance and fright. But leave that to one side. There is one more terrible gap in the case for the Crown. Motive, gentlemen, motive. Why should my client wish the death of Phyllis Dimmock? Why? There is no reason under the sun. He is sane, he is rational, reason has not fled, and a man does not become a base, savage, brutal killer in the twinkling of an eye. Very well. Leave that aside. And ask yourselves, for the Crown have not done so, what of premeditation? For the crime of willful murder to be established, the Crown must demonstrate that there was a point when the crime was actually considered and planned. Has the Crown discharged this onerous burden? It has not. Leave that to one side. My client was seen leaving the house of death in the early hours of the morning by the man McCowan. There is a witness. You have his word. Gentlemen, I would not hang a cat on the evidence of that man. Would you? I read the answer in your eyes. Now, at the last, I must turn to the evidence of Miss Ruby Young. I would gladly have said nothing of her. Poor, unfortunate, wretched woman. I would have let her go from the witness box and pass from your minds, but for one thing. McCowan's pathetic evidence stood alone in all its glaring implausibility until December the 4th, when, 2 months after the arrest of her lover, she, for the first time, said he had a walk similar to that described by McCowan. And I have to say to you now, with a heavy heart, that her sudden inspiration of memory was a malicious, vindictive lie motivated by a desire for revenge. Revenge, I say, against the man whose plight she had encompassed, whose downfall she had engineered, and whose death she sought. Why? Because he had deserted her for a hated rival, and because he had exposed her as a conniving Jezebel. Gentlemen, you may now cast her from your minds. What remains? The case for the Crown lies in ruins. You cannot hang this man. I defy you to do it. Gentlemen, I do not ask for his freedom. I demand it.
Gentlemen of the jury, will your foreman please stand? Please answer this question, yes or no. Have you reached a verdict upon which you are all agreed?
Yes, sir.
On the charge of murder, do you find the defendant, Robert Wood, guilty or not guilty?
Quiet down. What's the verdict? What? The verdict is not guilty!
Well, I don't think we shall see a triumph quite like that again.
God, I hope not. It's a perilous exercise to put Wood in the witness box. Damn near ruined us.
Excuse me, sir.
No.
You know, I was watching the jury, and they didn't altogether take to Wood, I agree, sir. But I was looking at their faces, and, you know, I think they were wondering how could such a weak, silly, vain young man like that possibly have done this murder?
You think so, Buck?
Yes, I do. Of course, that's just my opinion, sir.
Well, thank you, Edgar. It was your idea to put him in the box. Credit is yours.
No. It was long before we called Wood. It was when you demolished McCowan. When you trapped him in the box and demolished him. Why, man, far from being drizzly, the night of the 12th was the hottest and the driest of the year.
All right, come on.
I tell you, that is a moment I shall never forget.
Was the hottest and driest of the years.
Marshal.
It was the hottest and driest of the year.
What is it?
On such a hot night, rigor mortis is delayed. But the doctor did not take account of it in his notes. Here. Here.
Yes?
He took the ambient temperature of the room at 11:30 later that morning, which was cloudy and much, much colder.
What, so you mean...
Yes! Dimmock was not killed at 4 o'clock in the morning. She was killed earlier, much, much earlier. Wood's alibi was perfect.